Hello and welcome to the Learning Love Podcast, brought to you by the Learning Love Foundation, helping people transform how they love, live, and lead. I'm your host, Dr. Mark A. Hicks, and I want to thank you for joining us today as we spend some time learning love.
Love is the answer. Now all we have to do is explore all the questions. And I have something to explore today that is going to greatly enhance your relationships. It's going to improve things so much if you do this, but it's not easy to do. And it's something most people aren't even trying to do. We don't know that this is something that will help. If you want to enhance your relationship, if you want to build healthy, happy, thriving relationships, one of the greatest things you can give to the people in your life is the effort to understand them. Now, I say that very carefully because I'm not going to put pressure on us to always understand the people in our life. Sometimes we're going to look at that one that we love, that spouse, that child, that best friend, and we're going to think, what is wrong with you? Why do you do this? Why do you act like this? Why are you like this? That's okay. All right. We all look at each other sometimes and think, what in the world are they thinking? That's okay. We're all quirky and weird in our own way. But one of the things you can do for your relationship is give the effort, genuine effort, long-term, lifelong effort to understand them, to try to get as close to understanding as you can. Now, I'm not talking here about dismissing abusive behavior. We're not going to understand that. We're not even going to try. We do not accept abuse, okay? Things that are horribly destructive, like a substance abuse issue, like infidelity. These things are horribly destructive within relationships, and we're not going to try to understand them. We're going to try to support in the sense of getting help. If we're going to stay with this person, we need to get counseling. There's lots of ways that we need to address that, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about those things of life, those habits, those characteristics that we look at and just sort of tilt our head and think, really? This is what you're going to do? And one of the greatest things we can do in a relationship is to give the effort to understand that. Most people aren't even trying. Most people are making sarcastic comments, picking at people, nagging people because there's things in that person's life they don't understand. And so when you come to your family, your friends, your spouse, whoever it is, and they do this thing that you just don't get, there is a tendency to either make fun of it, put it down, or nag them to stop. It goes something like this. I can't believe you spend all day just sitting there watching television and don't ever even get up off that couch. How could you spend your entire Saturday watching football and not even hardly get up off the couch? You might have heard something like that before. Or if you live with a person who is very neat and clean and they like keeping things tidy, maybe you've heard someone say, I can't believe you're obsessing about this kitchen again. Why in the world can't we just have a fork in the sink without you freaking out? It's not going to be the end of the world if we have a dirty dish now and then. You may have heard things like that. Or you may look at your children and say, are you on those video games again? How can you spend your whole life playing video games? You need to do something else. I can't believe you spend so much time playing video games. That's ridiculous. Or maybe you look at someone in your life and think, why are you on social media all the time? You're always talking to people, always chatting with people, always in there talking with people you don't even know, commenting on things that with people you don't even know. Why are you spending so much time on that? We could go on and on because there's things that we just don't get. If we're not a sports fan, we do not understand how somebody can spend their whole life watching sports almost every day, year round, spend entire weekends watching sports. We don't get it. We do not understand it. If somebody enjoys cleaning house and we don't enjoy cleaning house, we like things to be a little messy sometimes. We like throwing our clothes in the floor. And if we live with someone who's very neat, it may kind of drive us crazy that they're always picking up, always cleaning, always making sure everything's just in its place and just so. And it's like, why can't you just leave something alone for once? We may not understand why our kids spend so much time, or maybe some adults, it's not just kids that spend time on video games and not understanding why that is so important to them. And you probably never will. You probably will never understand. And I'm not asking you to understand, but if you want to have great relationships, one of the things you can do is make the effort to understand. Come as close as you can to understanding. Genuinely try to understand their point of view. You may never fully get it because it's just not your thing, but maybe sit and watch a ball game with them. Maybe help them clean the kitchen. Maybe play a video game every now and then, or at least try, or at least watch them play and see what they're doing. Maybe ask them what they're learning on social media and who they're interacting with, or whatever the issue may be. Whatever their quirk is or their hobby is that you just don't get, ask them about it. Talk to them about it. Let them help you understand why they have such passion for this particular thing, this hobby, this habit, whatever it might be. Let them explain it to you and genuinely care. Try to understand. And you can even say, that's not my thing. It's not my personality. I don't know that I'll ever understand it, but I'm glad you enjoy it. And I'm going to try to understand it as best I can. I'm going to try to enjoy it too, as much as I can. I'll never understand it. I'll never enjoy it the way you do, but I'm going to try to do a better job of at least trying to understand. This can go so far in a relationship because people, in our souls, we want to be understood. We want to be known and accepted for who we are. And so many times we are living with parents, with spouses, with children, with friends, with family members that make fun of us or put us down for our hobbies, our habits, our things that we enjoy, the things that are part of our personality. Or maybe we are the ones putting people down, that we are teasing them or mocking them or nagging them because they're constantly spending time doing stuff that we just don't get. It's okay not to get it, but it's not okay not to try to get it. Try to understand. Make an effort to see it from their perspective. Find something that you can sort of put your mind around. I know in my life, my wife never makes fun of me or nags me about it, but I'm a huge sports fan. My wife is not. Now, she's fine with me watching sports, and she'll do something that she enjoys. But my wife does enjoy going to live sports. She doesn't understand a lot about sports, but she loves the action and being in the crowd and just all the camaraderie around the crowd and the stuff that they do at halftime or the stuff they do between innings at a baseball game. She loves those things, and she just loves the excitement of the moment of cheering on the team at a live event. So it's something that we do together on a regular basis, and we love doing that. We go to sporting events anytime we can. She's not going to sit and watch a game with me on television. That just doesn't do it. But being there live, she gets it. And so that's a way that someone who's not a sports fan has made an effort to understand and found some common ground that she can relate to and have some fun with. And that's something that we can do together. That is an example of trying to understand, putting forth the effort and finding a place that maybe you don't fully get it, but you get part of it. You understand it enough, and you can support it then because it's easier to support. It's easier when you've made some effort to get it. Pay attention to what your partner, your children, your parents, your siblings, your friends, whoever it is, what do they enjoy? What's part of their personality? What is part of their life that really means something to them? Don't make fun of it. Don't put it down. Don't mock it, and don't nag them about it. Try to understand why it's important to them. Participate in it a little bit, at least, just to kind of see and find an area maybe that there is a little bit of common ground. And if there's not, it's okay. Make the effort to understand. Let them be them. Let them enjoy the stuff that they enjoy. Let them have their hobbies and their habits. Again, we're not talking about destructive things. We're just talking about things people enjoy. Let them enjoy it. Don't try to take it away from it because you don't understand it. Try to be understanding enough. Make the effort, and it will greatly help your relationships because everyone wants to be known. Everyone wants to be understood. And the more we see people making the effort, even if they never fully get there, even if they never fully understand, that's okay. The effort counts. Make the effort. Make the effort to enjoy things that your people enjoy. Make the effort to understand things that they think are important, even if it's not important to you. Make the effort to allow them to be who they are, enjoying the things they enjoy, even if you don't get it. And if you do that, you're going to not only help your relationship, but you're going to help them feel known, understood, and that is greatly aligned with the feeling of being loved. If you love someone, give them the gift of the effort to understand them. And that's my thoughts this week as we are working to build those healthy, happy, thriving relationships that we all want. I want to invite you to go to learninglovefoundation.com. Learning Love Foundation sponsors this show, and you can go to Learning Love Foundation to find all kinds of things, including links to buy my book, Learning Love, Building a Life That Matters and Healthy Relationships That Last. I hope you'll check it out at learninglovefoundation.com. Until next week, love well, everyone.